Hey y'all, Rick Sky here. Welcome back to another Timepieces for Tomorrow video. And within this video, we're going to talk about the newly released Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. Now, this is a wristwatch that actually I had been asking Tudor to create for many years, and you'll see a video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Check out my video that I posted on. Actually, I posted it 5 days ago. So it was before Watches and Wonders 2024 and before Tudor had unveiled the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. But that video was entitled Tudor Predictions for Watches and Wonders 2024. So I guessed it, and you know, I don't want to take the credit for Tudor releasing the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, but you know, at least I saw it coming. Now that it's been released, and now that we can look at it, and I'm going to pull up Tudor's website as we talk through this. We're going to break down the Black Bay 58 GMT, why it's great, why it was a necessary addition to Tudor's Black Bay lineup. So for starters here, you're going to notice the key thing, and that is a 39mm steel case. So we're not dealing with titanium. Titanium, like it or hate it, titanium is a very lightweight metal. A lot of people associate titanium on the wrist as an inferior quality wristwatch, and I'm one of those people. I don't like an ultralight wristwatch, so I don't like titanium. So the fact that Black Bay 58 GMT is both 39mm, which is a good size, and we're going to dissect that in more depth here in a minute, but also it's a stainless steel case and stainless steel bracelet, that's a total win. Now looking at the color of the Black Bay 58 GMT, it looks very unique. It's not one that you would say, oh, that's a poor man's Pepsi or a poor man's Batman. No, it's not that. It's got its own unique color there. You've got the gilt, the gold type color in the bezel, a black and burgundy type bezel, and this is also a master chronometer. So this is a very precise automatic wristwatch. One thing you'll notice when you look close, like Tudor, like most Tudors, it does have the quote-unquote snowflake hands. Also, the GMT hand is a snowflake style hand. Now, curiously enough, the GMT hand is not a different color, so that's something that you may or may not have noticed. So the GMT hand, if you're not familiar with the GMT complication, the GMT hand may be less easy to differentiate from the hour hand, but obviously it's somewhat easy to figure out if you know wristwatches. But just something to point out if you're a newcomer to the wristwatch addiction, that is something that is worth mentioning. Now the bezel insert in the bezel, it is an aluminum, or some of y'all may say aluminium bezel insert, so it's not ceramic. So that's is that an advantage or a disadvantage? A lot of people refer to it as an advantage because aluminum bezel inserts develop what's called a patina over time, and the patina of a bezel can be a desirable trait for a wristwatch. Some people don't like patina in a wristwatch. In that case, a wristwatch with a ceramic bezel would probably be better because ceramic bezels probably will not fade or patina over time. But for this particular wristwatch, I think that the aluminum bezel insert was appropriate. Now, going along here to the bracelet, this wristwatch does have the T-Fit, which is basically Tudor's answer to Rolex Glide Lock. It has the T-Fit bracelet for micro adjustments. Also, the bracelet has the, unlike the Black Bay Chrono that I have on my wrist, the T-Fit bracelet on the Black Bay 58 GMT has the shield instead of the word Tudor on the clasp. So I think it looks really good. Now, still present are the faux rivets, the fake rivets. And that's been a topic of controversy throughout multiple Tudor wristwatch references. Like them or hate them, they're fake rivets, and Tudor put them there to make it look like an old-timey wristwatch. But a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people, including myself, would prefer, and I've got faux rivets on this Tudor Black Bay Chrono, and also my Black Bay 58. But you really don't notice them when you're wearing the wristwatch, but just the fact that they're there, if you don't like the fake rivets, it'll make you kind of mad quietly. But even in these photos here on Tudor's website that we're looking at, the faux rivets aren't really that pronounced. So unless you're looking at the wristwatch from the side, again, you're probably not going to notice they're there. Now, speaking of the bracelet, you notice that they didn't offer the Jubilee style bracelet for the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. So my gut tells me that's probably something, as we see future Black Bay 58 GMT references released, the Jubilee style bracelet is probably something that Tudor may offer as part of upcoming Black Bay 58 GMT releases. Now, I wish they had, I wish Tudor offered the option to buy bracelets independent of a wristwatch, because if they did, I'd like to get a Jubilee style bracelet for this Tudor Black Bay chrono that I have on my wrist, because they did release the Jubilee style bracelet for the pink dial Tudor Black Bay chrono, but I wish I could buy the bracelet independent of the wristwatch, because I'd like to put, like I said, I'd like to put the Jubilee on this. But yeah, Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, they're really knocking it out of the park. And it does have a date complication, and something you'll probably like is that, yes, it has the date complication at the 3 o'clock position, but it does not have a Cyclops, which is the date magnifier. You know, most of your Rolexes, you're going to have the Cyclops, and that's a topic of controversy. A lot of people don't like the Cyclops. I don't like the Cyclops. You know, for Rolex, for me, if it has a date, I don't want a Cyclops, and that reduces the options that one has to choose among. For that reason, I like Rolex that are no date, non-date references. But this does have a date, the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT, and it has no Cyclops, and I think it looks nice. Now, looking at this, you'll see the gilt, the gold color, is present throughout both the bezel, the dial, and then you've got, you know, gold colored hands. So like it or hate it, it's got that, which, if we remember, if we go back to the original release of the original Black Bay 58, not the one that I had the Black Bay 58 Navy, because I didn't like the fake patina on the original Black Bay 58, so I went with the Black Bay 58 Navy when it released, that does not have the gilt and the, you know, the fake patina. But I think on this Black Bay 58 GMT, my opinion, I think the fake patina, the red, the black, it gives it a unique look. And I think Tudor has really done and I can't wait to see one on the wrist, but I think Tudor has done a fantastic job with this Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. Like I said, though, I would like to have the Jubilee style option. I think Tudor calls it a 5-link bracelet. I just call it what it is. I mean, Tudor is Rolex's sister brand, originally developed by Hans Wilsdorf as a more affordably priced Rolex alternative. That was, you know, Hans Wilsdorf's original intent, but you know, I'm going to call it like it is. This, as you see here, is an oyster style bracelet in Rolex terms, but I'd like to see a Jubilee style bracelet option in Rolex terms for this piece. Now, this is a master chronometer, which I think means 0 + 5 seconds. Let's see, I think that's what, yeah, it's a Metis master chronometer. So highly precise for an automatic wristwatch. The movement is a manufacturer caliber MT5450-U. It's both COSC and Metis certified. And the lugs are 20mm lugs, so if you did want to put on an aftermarket rubber strap or an aftermarket leather strap, it'd be easy to do that. 20mm lugs are pretty common. The case thickness, and that's one of the things that makes the Black Bay 58 great, and this GMT is 12.8mm case thickness. So it begs the question, if Tudor can pack a movement with GMT and date complication into case height of 12.8mm here, why can't they get their originally released GMTs, you know, what are they, 41mm case size? Why can't they reduce the case height? Because those wristwatches, in the eyes of many, would have been cool, but because they were so case thick or case tall, however you want to refer to it, on the wrist, a lot of people didn't like those the original Tudor GMTs and then the original Tudor Black Bays. And now this right here, this Tudor Black Bay chrono, is somewhat case thick, but because of the chronograph nature of it, I don't think that it looks non-proportional. The original Black Bay GMTs and the original Black Bays, I think they look case thick, but this right here works. But the Black Bay 58, in my opinion, is the optimal size for most people in the Tudor lineup. So it's great that Tudor has released the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. I can't wait to see one on the wrist once I hit my AD again in the future and check it out, because it looks phenomenal in the photos. But as we know, with most anything, wristwatches included, something in a photo may look better, or it may not look as good as it does on the actual wrist. So like I always say, it's important to see, to try something on, see what it looks like, because you can't base an opinion solely upon a photo or video that you've watched. But I do think that this will probably be extremely popular, and I'll go as far as to say it's positioned potentially to be possibly the most popular Tudor release in recent years. In recent years, I mean from after they started creating Black Bay, because there was the initial Tudor period where the old Tudors had a lot of Rolex crown logos and this, that, and the other. They were basically a Rolex that was assembled to be less expensive. But since Black Bay released, I'll go as far as to say, and until I get one on the wrist, I won't know, but I'll go as far as to say this Black Bay 58 GMT potentially may be the most popular, may become the most popular Tudor release since they unveiled the original Black Bay series. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Comment below. Be sure to subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video. But I'm extremely excited by what I see in photos and some videos that I've watched from Watches and Wonders 2024 of the Tudor Black Bay 58 GMT. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Positive, negative, mean, nasty, vicious. We don't care. And be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Thanks again for watching this video, and want to remind everyone, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. And if you've got a wristwatch or a wristwatch collection that you'd like for me to try to review within an upcoming video, send me an email, review@timepiecesfortomorrow.com. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.